Every 4 beats, slide up 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. As a beginner, learning slide guitar can be very frustrating, and it's hard to really feel motivated to keep at it and practice every day. This video, I'm going to go over an exercise that I think is great for any skill level, but definitely for the beginner stage. It'll give you something that I think you can pick up really easily, and you'll be able to sound good pretty quickly, and it's really fun, motivating, and inspiring, which will hopefully get you to want to keep practicing slide more and more. One of the most important things that you really need to do is just to play as much as possible, and because it's so frustrating early on, this becomes a real battle to really actually have that motivation and desire and inspiration to play. In slide guitar, it's just a different technique that we're using to just play the same instrument that you'd be playing otherwise. So chances are you already have some experience playing guitar, so we want to take advantage of that and treat the guitar the same way that we would. Everything's the same, the strings are the same, we might use a different tuning, but at the end of the day, it's still familiar. Now we're just going to use this thing to choose what notes we want to play. So with that in mind, as a beginner especially, there's a lot of daunting things that are being thrown at you, and it's probably uncomfortable and feels weird and awkward. So the last thing we want to do is overcomplicate the exercises and the practice with worrying too much about the notes we're playing and the strings and the muting and all this other stuff. We don't want to go crazy with that yet. These are all very important, but we don't want to do that yet in the early stages. We want to just focus on building some comfort with the slide on your hand. You're probably finger picking for the first time too, so that's very new as well. But we want to just build some comfort with that and do that in the most simple way possible. So I'm in open E tuning, so my guitar is tuned to an E major chord. But you can pick any one. If there's one that you're more comfortable with, it'll work with that as well. 12th fret in an open tuning is just the same notes as your open strings. It's just going to be an octave up. So what we want to do for this exercise is literally just strum, and then we're going to slide up to that 12th fret. What we're doing here is I'm literally just strumming all the strings, and I'm utilizing the technique that I know for slide, sliding up to that 12th fret. And just a quick thing, just make sure you're over the bar, not in between the bars. That'll be in tune. And so you might be thinking, how could that possibly help me? What this is doing, in my opinion at least, this is taking a lot of these other variables that you're probably thinking about and worrying about, and we're just really just going to have some fun here. And what's nice about this is, in an open tuning, to this day, I think everybody kind of likes how that sounds as a guitarist, and it's really fun to do. This is going to be a kind of motivating and inspiring sound for you that I don't think is as difficult as some of the other aspects of slide guitar. So early on as a beginner, this is a very quick way to get some positivity involved in your practice with this. Getting some of that positivity in and realizing that this isn't as hard to do as some of the other things you might be trying. You're going to just want to keep playing more and more and more and doing this more and more. And even just, me sitting here, I've played for years, I still get a lot of enjoyment out of doing things like this. So at the end of the day, we want to be playing slide as much as possible. That's going to help us to get comfortable and just get better. And this is, I think, a great way to do that. And I think the barrier to sounding good with this is much easier than the other things that you're going to need to learn for slide. So We're going to get a lot of great experience doing this. Especially you get like the overdrive in there, and doing this too, like you'll start to experiment and start to see, okay, what's the correct pressure level on the strings with the slide, so we don't want to press too hard or too light. So you'll get that experience. You'll start to develop, the control of the slide on your hand, and how you want to go about the muting, that type of thing, and getting comfortable just sliding up and down. You're going to start to understand and get comfortable with the idea that we need to play over the bar of the frets, not in between the bars, the metal. And then it's also, I think you don't have to do this kind of exercise, finger picking, but I think it's a good practice to start developing that. So you can start practicing just strumming with your thumb, or like the back of your nails if you want to, but we can use this as our foundation, just real no rules or anything, just have fun and try to make it sound good, trust your ear. Beyond that, we can build upon this, we can incorporate, you can even set a metronome to like whatever tempo is comfortable to you. Every 4 beats, slide up 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So we can do that, start to work on our rhythm and playing in time with slide. You can practice, sliding back to the 12th fret, sliding up to the 12th fret. Practice just, playing the slide in the 12th fret rather than sliding to it. Practice with vibrato, without. So a lot of ways you can expand on this. Could even, as you start to get more comfortable, practice just playing certain strings in there. Even just one string. So a lot of ways we can expand upon this, but at the end of the day, we're eliminating a lot of the other things, all the other frets, just focused on that 12th fret. And just focus, most importantly, we want to focus on having fun with it and feeling good and feeling like this sounds good. And you'll see this is not going to take as long as some of the other things to start to sound good and feel good. And that'll make you want to do it more and more and more, which is only going to make you better and get you really comfortable with the technique. All right, so that's it. I hope that was a helpful exercise and you get some benefit out of that. Be great if you could give me a thumbs up if you did like the video. Check out my channel too if you get a chance. I have a bunch of other slide guitar lessons and videos, and also just regular guitar as well. That type of thing interests you, it'd be great if you could subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you.